Coming up, a national speaker visits Springdale Public Schools. Plus, the opening of a new junior high school, and later we welcome a new series, Behind the Name.
Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Springdale Today. I'm Daniel Cedric.
And I'm Jasmine Castillo. Today is September 11th, and it's back to school for students everywhere. Here's our top story. Motivational speaker Shayla Rivera visited J.O. Kelly in schools across Northwest Arkansas this past week to get students pumped up about their future. Dakota Meineke brings us the story.
J.O. Kelly Middle School kicked off their 2013-2014 year with motivational speaker and multi-talented Shayla Rivera.
I am here today. I am in Arkansas yesterday and today because I have the privilege and the honor to speak to middle schools and high schools about the power of decision and the power of being able to say to yourself that I can do something, that I will do something. And I'm finding a whole lot of very powerful young people in Arkansas. This is going to be this is great. The state is saved. Not only we have a great mix of people, we have Hispanics, Latinos, lo estamos haciendo en español también. We speak English, we speak Spanish.
Shayla has been to 6 schools in the Springdale district where she led an assembly with a keynote teaching young kids as well as adults that they can make a difference through believing in themselves and setting goals to persevere.
I started in aerospace engineering, NASA, then I went into industrial sales, so I was selling liquid and gas analyzers, and from there I went into stand-up comedy. So you know that the end is not always clear to you, but if you're willing to take the next step every time, you'll get there.
With SDTV, I'm Jesse Weir.
Shayla Rivera visited 6 schools in 2 days. We'll hear more about her later on in the show. For more information on Shayla, visit her website, www.funnyrocketscientist.com.
Speaking of schools, yet another school has opened up in the Springdale School District. Here's Michael Wright with the story.
Springdale's new junior high, Lakeside, was eager to open its doors to a group of students ready to start the upcoming school year. According to Spanish teacher Miss Rachel Story, Lakeside Junior High will benefit the community.
We discussed in professional development how this school was not just for academics, that is our priority of course, but mostly it's also to ensure that students have a home to go to, that this can be for them. The way that our students go out and take those morals and the information and the education that they learn here and go out into the community and benefit those around them, that's what's going to make our community so much better.
But with a brand new school comes challenges, says library media specialist Brian Johnson.
I think probably one of the biggest challenges has just been trying to get everything up and running. Being a new school, everything is new, and so it's been everything from just setting some procedures, in the library particularly, just trying to get all the technology that's been ordered here and getting it set up so teachers and students can use it has been a big challenge as well. Well, first and foremost, I think we've got an outstanding staff. We've got a really great group of caring teachers who work well together, and just even being around the building, working with some of the teachers already, just there's been really some exciting lessons. We're really building a culture here. We're building a culture of excellence and high expectations for our students. We're also building a culture that really honors diversity.
And from SDTV, I'm Michael Wright.
With the addition of Lakeside, that makes 3 brand new schools on the east side of Springdale in the last 5 years.
School ends at 3 o'clock every day, but not everyone's job ends at that time. Springdale schools recognized that challenge and created the after-school program.
The sound of children playing is music to the ears of director of the after-school program, Jason Coates.
The after-school program is held in Springdale schools. It's held in 17 of the schools. It's held from the time school gets out until 6 o'clock. We are licensed by the Department of Human Services, and we work in partnership with the Springdale schools to provide a safe, happy, fun environment for Springdale elementary school students after school.
The after-school program has 40 part-time employees and an office staff of 5 full-time employees to oversee the entire program.
The after-school program started in the mid-'80s, and it was started by my mother, and it was a collaborative effort with Dr. Rollins. Dr. Rollins saw a need for elementary-age, school-age children to have a safe place to go after school, get them in off the streets, and kind of eliminate the need or eliminate the possibility of latchkey kids, which is children going home to an empty house.
The after-school program is a place where kids have an opportunity to play with building blocks, draw, and even get a snack, all in a safe environment while their parents are at work.
It also benefits the parents. We have a lot of working class parents that do not have an ulterior solution to, what do I do with my child if I don't get off work till 5 and school ends at 3? So I think it benefits the parents and the students of the Springdale Elementary Schools.
For SDTV, I'm Joey Myers.
If you want to find out more about the after-school program or how you can help them out, you can call 479-756-5077 or go to afterschoolprogram.com.
Coming up, we go to Joe Kelly to see how one teacher uses Common Core in her classroom. And later, we take a look at our newest series, Behind the Name.
The Jones Center is looking for young artists across Northwest Arkansas to compete in the first ever Spring Creek Art Festival, October 23rd through the 26th. Create your best video, sculpture, photo, painting, or live performance. Whatever is art to you, and enter. The competition is open to students in Northwest Arkansas from kindergarten to college. Go to springcreekfestival.com for rules and entry deadlines. Be a part of Spring Creek Art Festival, celebrating student artists.
Welcome back. Right now, we're going to cover news around our district. Last spring, Hellstern Middle School students came together with Bernice Young and Hunt Elementary Schools to help raise $2,955.28 for the devastating tornado. Students stood outside of Hellstern Middle School in the mornings and collected money from passing parents who came to drop off their kids.
Also at Hellstern, teachers visited students and their families that weren't able to make it to the open house to welcome them back to school with goodie bags. They went door to door to talk to parents and students about the upcoming school year.
We were able to go to the neighborhoods of some of our students that we had in class. We just had met at open house. Some didn't get to come to open house, and it was nice to meet them. And we gave them a little treat bag of cookies and asked them, about if they were excited for coming to school. And it was just a real positive communication back and forth. And we know that they get a little intimidated coming into our environment. So we kind of wanted to put ourselves in their position by going into their home environment and let them meet us on, kind of neutral grounds, or at least their home grounds.
We're the teachers from Hellstern, and we're welcoming everyone back to school.
I'm honored. I get to be with a great group of people from Hellstern Middle School, the students and teachers, and we're pretty much going from door to door and welcoming students back to Hellstern.
We had a lot of enthusiasm when we walked around and greeted parents and students, and it's been a lot of fun.
It was exciting to meet upcoming students, but it was also really neat to see students who we've had before and who are going into 7th grade, and just let them know that we're proud of them and that we're looking forward to seeing them again.
My daughter's starting 6th grade this year at Hellstern, and I think this is amazing. It gets the kids excited, it lets them know that we're excited for them and we're welcoming them to school, and I think it helps them, just be a part of the school and feel like a team.
Hey, we're the welcoming committee. Oh, okay. We're welcoming y'all to Hellstern this year.
I think it's important to meet the parents and let them know that we care about their students.
Well, it helps them to feel comfortable and to know that when their children come here, that we're going to take good care of them.
Wow! The book fair is coming to Springdale schools. Kids can swing by their library to check out an awesome selection of books to purchase for their own collections. For most schools, the book fair will be here for September 24th to September 27th. George Junior High celebrated the new school year with a back-to-school dance. Friday, September 6th, students met up at Junior High cafeteria to dance the night away. This is only the first of many dances for George that will host for their students, something I'm sure they're all looking forward to.
After the break, we're introduced to a Common Core teacher from Joe Kelly, and later, motivational speaker, comedian, and rocket scientist that inspired students across Northwest Arkansas.
The first time you make the decision to use smokeless tobacco, you're making the decision to have a potentially lifelong addiction with negative consequences. Is it worth it to have bad breath, yellow teeth, cancer? Smokeless tobacco has 3 times the nicotine compared to cigarettes, making it that much easier to get addicted as it is absorbed directly into the bloodstream. Is it comforting to know that you're putting something in your mouth that has 28 known chemicals to cause cancer? Just because it's smokeless does not mean it's harmless.
Hello and welcome back. Every week, we will feature a teacher who is implementing Common Core in their classroom. This week, Griselda and Violetta take us to J.O. Kelly to talk to Heidi Holland.
There is an open response and just a few questions on the back.
We started using Common Core in this building, and I believe in the whole district, in about 2009 we began. And we started because Springdale wanted to get a head start, and as teachers we really appreciated that. We didn't want any surprises. We wanted to know what we were going to be doing and just get an early start on it. And as every year as each new grade comes up that has experienced Common Core, they're more thoughtful, they're more precise, they know the standards and they know what to do with them. We use the UBD units that we've created with Marcia Imbia, and we are using lots of high-level literature with our kids. We have been for the past few years. We're still teaching language arts and reading and writing and those things, but we're teaching them to be thinkers with that information instead of just memorizing a bunch of facts. They're really having to think and go deep about what we're learning. And we bring a lot of that in with the questioning we do about the literature that we've added from the maps. Benefits for the students include, like I said before, that just they're going on a deeper level. They're really having to think and analyze and explain things. And instead of just explaining it, they have to give facts and information about why, which is really good for our English language learners because everybody can be right as long as they can prove their answers with Common Core. And so as long as they have the evidence, with literature that they can be right, everybody can be right. And so that's a big benefit for the students to building their confidence and their self-esteem with their reading and writing. I would say to use your colleagues and use the resources the district provides. Be sure to stay up to date on what Springdale is really good about providing us lots of professional development and take advantage of that and use it and just work with your colleagues, and working together has helped so much in this building.
Every week, we will travel around the district to highlight teachers who are using Common Core in their classroom. If you would like us to come by your classroom or have a teacher you want to be profiled, email us at communications@sdil.org.
Now let's hand this over to Michael Driscoll for the very first episode of Behind the Name, a unique new series in which we take you through Springdale to uncover the history behind the names of your everyday drop-bys.
To start your life in a prosperous direction, school is a vital key. The staff and administration of Jones Elementary School care a lot about the children of Springdale and their futures.
Well, our vision of our school is empowered 21st century learners. We have very high expectations because we want all of our children to achieve well and be college and career ready when they graduate from high school.
But how did Jones Elementary School get its name? One man made this possible for a community of children. The principal of Jones Elementary School, Melissa Fink, says the school got its name from a longtime resident, Harvey Jones.
He loved the kids of Springdale and loved school, so he donated this land to the school district to build this school, in which the doors opened in 1959. He was born in 1900, and then when he was 16 years old, he started a business where he was transporting goods between Springdale and Rogers and Springdale and Fayetteville using a wagon and 2 mules. Eventually that business grew into Jones Truck Lines. Back in the early 30s, Springdale School District was at risk of closing its doors because they didn't have any funding. So he found a church, paid the salary of a teacher, and bought all the supplies for the students so the school in Springdale could stay open.
Prior to the construction of the school, the land was used to serve the community in other ways other than educating children.
It is my understanding that this land was a migrant camp for migrant workers in Springdale prior to it being Jones Elementary. And I think even after the school was opened, they still had a migrant camp behind our school where the Applegate Housing Development is.
Since its opening day in 1959, the school has expanded and grown in the way that it runs. The school used to have 1st grade to 7th grade, whereas now it has pre-K to 5th grade.
Since I started working here, we've added 3 pre-K classrooms. And so when I first started working here, we were a little under 500 kids, and now with our pre-K, we're a little over 600 kids. So we're growing a lot.
At Jones Elementary School, the children will continue to strive for excellence in this great school in years to come. With Springdale District Television, I'm Michael Driscoll.
Thanks, Michael. If you have any suggestions or ideas of teachers we could interview for Common Core or locations for Behind the Name, you can contact us at our Facebook page at Springdale District TV or email us at communications@sdil.org.
Coming up after the break, we join Yuri in the field to talk to the motivational speaker who's been working her way through Springdale schools.
This is the last one.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You smoke? That's disgusting! Come on, guys, let's get out of here!
Ruined my day! Welcome back. We mentioned Shayla Rivera earlier in the show, but she was not the only national speaker to visit Northwest Arkansas. Yuri Figueroa brings us the details.
What does being a stand-up comedian astronaut have to do with Hispanic leadership? Meet Shayla Rivera. She motivated the Southwest students to choose the right path to success. But not only is the message for the students, but as well for the parents, advising the parents of students to take action in their kids' education.
They have passion for learning, then the children have passion. Cuando nosotros tenemos pasión de aprender, nuestros hijos aprenden y tienen esa pasión también. So the children need to see that you care about education. And a lot of our Latino, for sure, parents are very young people. So I always say, you're encouraging your children to go to school to get an education. Are you doing the same thing?
I do think she gave very helpful hints, and it's helpful to think about what she thought or what she said, because it's just, you can look at it later on in life.
Decide right now that you will do something different this year. Take a chance, take a risk, and remember my face!
Shayla Rivera was not the only Hispanic speaker in the Springdale schools. Joey Negron motivated the students and parents of Lakeside Junior High.
Shit, it just spatters all over my face. I had glasses over here, my glasses, you know that saliva smell.
To the parents, I think one big thing is to stay involved with their life. Definitely understand and know what they're doing in school. Be yourself, and I think to ask questions. I think sometimes that they stay silent, they don't ask questions in the classroom, and they don't want to express themselves. And I think one thing is to ask questions, because I think when you get questions, then you're able to get knowledge.
Joey talking about the struggle he had to overcome after the loss of his child.
Just me and him being the best buddies we can be. But his life was cut short, and I will not forget the good times. I went through a tragedy, and I know he is watching me. It will take time for myself to accept and move on, but it is difficult if my life is gone. I will not let him down, for he is in heaven and will have a crown. I know I'm without he, but I will be stronger for his strength is in me. As I cared and loved him, and as I was a guardian for him, he is now my guardian angel, making sure I am well protected, for the two of us will always be connected.
For SDTV, this has been Yuri Figueroa.
Thank you for joining us for our first episode of Springdale Today. Please remember you can always watch us 24 hours on our YouTube channel, Springdale District TV. See you next week.